So tonight we're going to start off by tasting the late harvest wines, or dried or raisin wines. As you see in the picture there on the top in Mount Horrocks, which is in Australia, they have a wine called the Cordon Cut Riesling. And what they do is they actually cut off the flow of the sap by breaking the cane right there, and that begins the process of raisining the grapes on the vine. Another technique, as you see down below, is to dry the grapes after they've been harvested. And that can be on a mat that's outdoors. This is in Recioto. We're actually going to taste the Recioto, where they lay them on in these little trays, and they leave it out in just basically a storage facility, which is open to the ambient air, and that dries the grapes out. And most likely, history tells us that most of these types of wines probably started in Georgia, in ancient Georgia, in Crete, and then later on in Rome. And one of the nice things about these wines is that they are not like many dessert wines. They have the ability to age for many, many years. And these types of wines have been around, as I said, for almost 6,000 years because they were easy to transport. And back then they didn't have refrigeration, they didn't have planes, they didn't even have ships 4,000, 6,000 years ago. So what they did was they've been able to store these wines and keep them relatively healthy until they turned into vinegar.